Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Clover, and in today's video we are going to be discussing the month of May 2025 for fashion games. I would say that fashion games are currently on life support in my opinion, but these are kind of my favorites from the month and also some of the biggest flops of the month, so to speak. So, this is going to be a new series I start on my channel. Hopefully, I'm able to do it every single month, but I want to give a roundup of everything that's gone on in some of the games that I'm playing. I can't give a detailed breakdown on every single little issue or thing that has happened, but there's a lot of channels here on YouTube that are covering them all. But I want to cover kind of the things that I haven't spoke about on my channel so far, um, and also kind of have a conversation about like what I actually thought was good this year. I mean, this month, so to speak. So first, let's start with my favorite new feature, which is coming from Infinity Nikki, which was the customization of the ability outfits, and I paired it with like our glowing up feature because I think that that is kind of those two kind of work together for me. So let's watch this video. So I love the fact that now in Infinity Nikki, we're able to kind of change the outfits that we have for our ability outfits. I think it just like opens up a whole lot more options for creativity and ideas for outfits, and also just in fact of not necessarily needing these 5-star outfits at all anymore if you think about it, because we used to think that, oh, you need the, melodic rhythm set to for the ability, or you need the set for the gliding, or you needed the specific set for floating. So but now that the ability outfits have kind of been unlocked, you're able to just kind of do whatever you want with those sets, which I think is really great for players and everyone in general. I also love that the new glow up dyes, the new glow up feature has kind of been expanded a little bit. I think this is going to be really helpful for players because the dyeing system isn't great. So at least we do have another option for dyes and for free outfits that we can get by just glowing them up. It gives you kind of like some opportunities as well to glow up things that you might not necessarily have glowed up because you didn't need it for like mirror crown or something, but you get a little extra reward if you do choose to glow it up, and you get some additional diamonds, I'm pretty sure. So I think it's just a good feature that was added to the game because it kind of incentivizes you to actually glow up your clothes, and I think that's always helpful. And some of the glow ups have been really beautiful. Will be stay tuned to the end. One of the glow up ability outfits actually does make it into this favorites list. So I want to do a little spotlight for that. But that was our glow up system in Infinity Nikki, becoming my favorite feature of this month. And moving on, we are going to look at our favorite free or gift set of the month. So this one is actually like really, really easy in my opinion. It's going to be the new Life Makeover 6-star set. This has to be the favorite free outfit of the month. Of course, it was released in April, but basically, like you kind of needed to do things all throughout a little bit into May to make sure that you acquired the entire set. I think you could have gotten it on like April 31st, but like, you needed a day to enjoy it. So I'm including it in May as well. But this was the free 6-star that we got this year for Life Makeover's second anniversary. It is still able to be claimed until June 4th, so make sure that you do that if you haven't already, because free 6-stars are not given very often. As you can see, Life Makeover's dyeing system is kind of like the peak of dyeing systems that we have in fashion games. So the dress is able to be utilized in many different ways. If you've watched some of my Life Makeover videos, I have utilized it in different outfits and stylings before. So I'm just really glad that we got this set. And I remember when I first saw it, I wasn't the most excited about it. But once I was able to actually go in there and dye it, I was able to make it like really beautiful. The one piece that I don't love on this set is the hair. I wish we could have gotten like a typical 6-star hair. Like, yes, sometimes I find them to be over the top and a little too much, but I feel that this hair is kind of not enough, if that makes sense. which is, unfortunate, but the entire dress, the little handheld piece is really beautiful. And overall, I am really happy with this set for this month. And it's going to be really hard to follow this set up next month, which, like, is to be expected because we did get a free 6-star, which is something that only happens once a year in Life Makeover. And I don't see any of these other fashion games giving us a free set that kind of is able to compete with this. So that was our favorite free or gift set of May. And now I want to talk about my favorite like event set. And this is coming from Influencer Story, which I did drop my first Influencer Story video here on my YouTube channel. If you want to check it out, go take a look at my channel. I really resonated with this Millennium event outfit. I just thought it was so cute. The style is like so grungy and so like Y2K. When people think of like Y2K, like they're thinking of this outfit. Yes, there's some unnecessary spikes. Yes, those boots are really ugly, but overall, I didn't spend any money on this set. I just played it in Influencer Story. I did have to log in like a million times a day, and kind of like lose myself into it. And also, I could not get this makeup. So my girl just does not look as cute, but the hair, the top, the bag, the skirt, the shirt, the shorts, and even like the cross necklace are so Y2K, so fun. So I had to give this set kind of some flowers because I know not a lot of people play Influencer Story, and I don't really play it all that much and all that often. If there's like an event set that I feel like I like and it's really cute, I will kind of stop over into Influencer Story and give it a look. But this one just really did something for me, so I had to give it some flowers. That was our favorite event set coming from Influencer Story and the Millennium outfit. And now we have our favorite rerun, which was our Box Reverie set from Life Makeover. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video, and I'll just talk over it and you'll hear some of it as well. I have not pulled for a 6-star light chase in Life Makeover yet, and this was the first light chase, first 6-star light chase that I chose to kind of pull on. I just found it to be so beautiful and so detailed, and I think that I've always said before about the 6 stars in Life Makeover that some of them are just like a little too extra and a little bit too like over the top. But I find that this one kind of does that perfectly, if that makes sense. Like this is over the top, this is extra, but it is like extremely beautiful and detailed and gorgeous, and it's able to be dyed. There are different modes for the outfit, so you're able to kind of tone it down in a little bit of ways that make it a little bit less crazy. And yes, there are some issues with the colors that they chose for the default, but thankfully it's Life Makeover, so you're able to like fully customize this outfit exactly how you want. I was also extremely lucky with those pulls on this set, so if you haven't already watched my video on it, I will go ahead and link it below, because most of these sets and outfits I have covered here on my channel this month, so that's probably why they're like extra special and why I've just really liked them so much. But this is the Life Makeover 6-star. I'm gonna like skip along in the video to kind of a place where you can actually kind of see the outfit a little bit, because right now we're just getting a whole lot of exposition and story. So here's kind of the set. Here we go. You can kind of see a little bit more of the set. It is beautiful. It is gorgeous. It's kind of like the perfect level of just extremely extra and extremely crazy that I think I really like love and needed from Life Makeover. I'm just putting in my headphones so I can hear what you guys are hearing. But it's just such a beautiful set, and I'm so glad that I was able to pull it, and I'm so glad that it reran this month so that I was able to get this set and make it my first 6-star in Life Makeover. So that was our Box Reverie set, and that was our favorite rerun that we had this month. So moving on to our favorite top-up reward set. So if you're not familiar with top-up rewards in fashion games, and other like gacha-esque games, you do get rewards for spending real life money on the game. And in Shining Nikki, they will do different top-up rewards that kind of go along with the current running banner or event. So this month's top-up reward, or this event period's top-up reward, was this deep sea drowning set, which this is not my favorite part. This is just a very beautiful top-up reward. This could have been, in my opinion, like a 5-star or like an SSR banner in Shiny Nikki, and I might have thought about pulling on it because it just was that beautiful. It's a gorgeous set in my opinion, and I don't necessarily always get cute vibes from top-up rewards, and usually they just feel a little low effort. Not low effort, so to speak, but they don't feel like an SS, like they don't feel like an SR because they're just technically SRs in Shiny Nikki, and like in other games they'll be like 4 stars. Um, but there's something about this deep sea drowning one that just kind of like speaks to me in a way. It's just so beautiful. The details on the dress are really gorgeous. The hair is really gorgeous. It has kind of that ocean vibe that fits in with our most recent Shining Nikki set, our, what was it called? Our Silver Tide set that we got in Shining Nikki. I'm so glad that we were able to get this set because it's beautiful and I'm so happy to have this in my game. And I was more than happy to spend for the set. And when you did spend for the set, you did have opportunities to get like the background. And there was a few other pieces, like I think a pose that you were able to get for spending during the event period, which I felt like were good rewards hand in hand because you also got this set to go along with that. It did have a recolor. I don't care for the recolor to be quite honest. But I don't even have the reflection. I haven't even unlocked it yet. I'm just more so focused on the base outfit because it's gorgeous and it's really beautiful. It had some issues with some of the different skin tones, but that would be like my only critique for the outfit. I wish that it wouldn't have had some issues on the deeper skin tones. But that was my favorite top-up reward set, our Deep Sea Drowning set from Shiny Nikki, which is still available currently, I think. I don't know. It says 120 to 22. I guess they just never updated the like the dates for like the global because it's running currently. Um, but our next category is our favorite interaction, scene, or background. So this is something that we get a lot in Shiny Nikki and we get in Life Makeover where they release like backgrounds or scenes or things. And this month, I really loved the piece that we got here, the interaction scene from the set. Um, it's like the Seas Melodies interaction pack. So let's go ahead and take a look at this little video that we have here. I actually did get this and I wasn't able to make a video in time because I did have so many that were queued up. But let me know down below in the comments if you want me to take a look and deep dive into this and show off the reflection of the Shiny Nikki mermaid set because I was able to get that as well. I'm planning to feature them in my upcoming like what's the best mermaid set in a fashion game video, so that will be coming soon. But here we have the interaction set. So this is something that was paid for in the game. Came with this beautiful little piece that's behind Nikki. It's just so gorgeous. I don't know why, but this like entranced me in so many ways. Especially like this video is so gorgeous. I'm just talking over it because it's, it's available to be viewed if you want to take a look at it. I just found it on their Twitter. I don't understand. Oh yeah, this was the makeup that went along with it. I didn't actually purchase the makeup. All I purchased was the shell piece in the background. I think this makeup piece is really beautiful as well, but personally, I just was more into the shell piece, which we saw featured. There. So this is like the piece that it comes with, and it's like pouring out water, and she kind of sits along it. It's gorgeous, and that was my favorite interaction pack this month. And then, kind of moving away from anything you have to pay for, this is my favorite free stuff. So like my favorite lucky pull. So my favorite lucky pull came from the Forest Lullaby set in Life Makeover. I didn't have any intentions of completing this light chase because it just felt a little bit too busy for me. Now kind of like looking back, I actually think I do like this light chase. I would just need to do a lot of like edits on it and changes to colors and things with it. So I did not do my like a full, gotcha pull on this set. All I did was I think 30 pulls, but I was able to get the hair and the wings from this set. I know that my lucky pull should probably be the getting the Fox 6-star and 140 pulls, but I actually found that this was even luckier because these were the two pieces I actually wanted from the set. I loved the hair and I like the ears too, but I mostly like the hair and the wings, and I got both of those pieces as my only two 6-star drops. So I felt that that was a sign to not continue pulling, and I did not continue pulling. I just took those and moved on. So that would be like my luckiest pull of the month. And this category that we're going on next is the biggest category of the month. I kind of put it right here in the middle of the video, so I know if some of you girls are kind of scrubbing this video, this is our favorite set of the month. So the favorite banner of the month. So this includes all of the recolors and everything that has to do with this. So this is a big one, so give a little bit of a drum roll to our favorite set of the month, which is our Silver Tide set from Infinity Nikki, Silver Tide Dreams. So let's go ahead and take a look at this set. I'm gonna make the quality nice and put us into full screen. And let's take a look. This is my favorite set of the month because it is a mermaid, of course. We did get a mermaid set in Infinity Nikki as well, but Shining Nikki did give us a true mermaid. This is also showcasing the fantasy lighting mode that was released as well with the set, which makes it ultra beautiful. The background was also included as a top-up reward. And then of course we had the reflection set, which was really beautiful as well. And then that is showcasing it with the fantasy lighting as well. It just was so beautiful that we got a true mermaid set this month. Because I feel like Infinity Nikki's mermaid kind of like was a mermaid tease, and then ultimately we got the dream-like set of the Shining Tide Dreams that you could purchase from the shop. It was so beautiful, and I loved the oil slick mermaid. I thought that this mermaid set really just had so many different options with like the really bright and light mermaid, and then finally going into that like deep dark mermaid. I just found that they were so beautiful. We can take a look quickly at the set itself, just so that we can kind of take a look at it. But this was the full mermaid set. Nikki looks beautiful. She is a mermaid. She has her tail. She has her hair beautifully. She has her earpieces, and her hair is able to be dyed. All of the pieces of this suit are able to be dyed in pretty nicely and with a few different options unlocked if you're able to complete the full banner and reflection. I was able to have a few different options for dyeing, and if you guys want me to, I can make a video of like, you know, showcasing all those dyes. I think I showed some of them in the original video that I can link below that I made for the Shining Tide Sea banner set, but this was my favorite 5-star banner, or like 5-star, 6-star, MR, SSR, UR. Well, I'm not including SSR but in that, but UR set of the month. Let me know down below in the comments, what was your favorite set of the month? Like, what was your favorite 5, 6-star MR, UR set of the month? I would love to know down below. And then we also have our favorite 4-star. So this is kind of like my favorite set that comes on a banner. So like the one that you're not pulling necessarily for, but one that is kind of just given along the way. And I would have to go with our, what is this one called? Our Celestial Whispers outfit. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. This is our favorite 4-star set. I just think this is so dreamy and so cutesy. I still have not made my video yet on the Crimson Feather banner, but that one will be coming soon, so stay tuned. We've been making a lot of videos here on the channel, so we are kind of backed up. Oh, I love the full evolution of this set. I'm so excited to have that in my wardrobe. It's just so cute, and the glow up is beautiful too. Like all 3 sets, so gorgeous and so wonderful. This is truly my favorite 4-star of the month, and let me know down below, what was your favorite 4-star or SR or SSR set, or, you know, 5-star if you're thinking life makeover, kind of like that rarity where it's like not the main attraction for the banner, but like the secondary attraction. I think that's what this, you know, this category of the month is called. Because for me it was this set. It's so gorgeous, so dreamy, and not the most similar to anything that we've gotten so far in Shining Nikki, but I'm so glad that we did get it. which kind of pulls us right into our next category, which is our favorite set in alternate colors. So this is like my favorite set that was released in an alternate color, and that alternate color has kind of like just been all I could think about. And it is for this month going to Infinity Nikki's Snowy Ballad Glow Up, or like the Snowy Ballad Silken set, which is the Infinity Nikki 6-star, I mean 5-star light chase or 5-star banners glow up outfit alternative. This is beautiful. We got a pink mermaid like dress, and she had the black hair with the contrast. It just was ultimately so beautiful to me, and I think this glow up is kind of like groundbreaking in my mind. I found that this glow up was prettier than pretty much all of the different outfits from this set, which is kind of crazy. Like, how is the glow up prettier than both the final evolution, the standard set, and the glow ups in all of the evolutions in the set? I don't know how that happened, but it happened, and I hope that it doesn't ever not happen again, because I want the glow up system to still be able to deliver us like beautiful outfits and beautiful alternatives to the outfit. I think if I didn't go for the full completed evolution line for this set in Infinity Nikki, which I can link that video down below as well, I would have been perfectly happy just getting the first evolution and the glow up, because I would have been just so happy. Because honestly, we got the orange and we got the yellow dress with the purple hair, and that evolution is a skip for me and just was not anything that I ever think about or go back to. And ultimately, this is the set that I love. So we've kind of looked at all the sets that we've loved so far. I'd love to hear from you down below in the comments of these categories. Which sets from the different fashion games would you kind of classify as these for yourself? I think that it's really fun to have these kind of conversations and kind of think about our favorites specifically, because right now we are going to be switching into maybe not the most positive, but something that is really helpful in fashion games is the notion of skipping sets, because we don't all have unlimited money. We're not all whales in these games, and we're not all completionists. We need sets that help us to save gems, save diamonds, save whatever currency you utilize in these games. And while we don't necessarily like these outfits for ourselves personally, obviously, if this is a set that you really enjoy, it's a set that you really enjoy. But for me, this is our category, which is our easiest skip. And we're thankful for our skips. Our skips are something that are very thankful for us. We're thankful because they save us diamonds, they save us gems, and they help us to continue to pull on the outfits that we really truly want. Because not every outfit could be amazing, because if every outfit was one that we needed and we had to get, we would literally have no gems and no diamonds, and all of us would be like living on the street. And that's not what we want. So, without further ado, my easiest skip this month was frog the froggy fashion set rerun. So this is our froggy fashion set. I don't dislike this set, but I just don't like this set, if that makes sense. I think also the fact that like we got the open customization of outfits, like it just completely negated the kind of the need for this outfit to exist entirely, which is kind of crazy for me to say. But if you think about it, this outfit served as our electrician set. So if you wanted to have a set that was really cute for your electrician, as you were playing through the beginning of the game, this was a great option for you. But now any outfit can be an electrician outfit, and if you finish the story, you no longer really do electrician things. So this set is now like purely cosmetic, and no offense, but the cosmetic element that's there is not my favorite, and I don't care about the whimsicality either. I don't use whimsicalities that are not, that are just like photo props. Like, yes, I use them for the photo, but they really don't exist outside of that like element. And this set is basically the same thing. So we got the set in an, yes, here's the final evolution. It still doesn't really do anything for me. And here was the glow up, and surprise, I just am not featuring the glow up. I'm thankful for froggy fashion, because this rerun they could have easily rerun like Daughter of the Lake or the other set that came with that 4-star, and then I would have had to pull. I would have had to pull again, and I would have been pulling on another 4-star banner. I was able to skip one of the 4-star banners, the more autumn themed one. Was able to skip that one and be good, but I thankfully I was able to skip two 4-star banners, which just helps me to have more pulls available for the next 5-star if I do end up liking it. Um, so I'm really thankful for Froggy Fashion because this is something that is necessary in fashion games. We cannot all have the best sets. We cannot, not every set can be a winner for us because, like I said, if every set is a winner, we will have no gems and no diamonds. So, while this was kind of a positive spin on things, we're going to get a little bit more serious. So, I did say in the beginning that we're going to talk about some of the current events. So, right now, we're going to be talking about the biggest fashion game flop of the month. And I know a lot of you might be thinking, oh, it's going to be Infinity Nikki, it's going to be Infinity Nikki, but I did cover that in my video, which I can link below as well, and kind of talked about it, and they have issued apologies. They're trying to rectify the situation. They're doing their best, and while that might not work for every player, I think that they're offering some kind of like solution at least. What we're going to talk about is Chic Offer. I was really excited for Chic Offer because there was a lot of things going on in the fashion game community. We've lost certain fashion games. Certain fashion games have been losing us. There's just been a lot going on. So when Chic Offer was recommended to me by one of my subscribers, and then I started seeing just a bunch of like ads for it, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll cover Chic Offer. I was excited for it. I remember we went through all the sets. I thought they were really pretty. There were red flags immediately to me in the game, specifically some of the artwork, um, not of the sets themselves, but there are red flags there. But some of like the pets that are used in the game were kind of a red flag. Like, right here we can see it, and we can see it. You can see it kind of like all throughout here. There were some red flags with Chic Offer, but I was really excited about it. But ultimately, it is not really what I thought it was going to be. It's not really a fashion game per se either. Like, outside of the use of like AI and kind of copying some of the other fashion games that have come before it, it's like not really a fashion game. Like, it's really not. It's like a kind of like idol management kind of simulation game with outfits that you can like purchase for real money. Because none of these outfits are able to be like pulled really in the game. I did take a look at the game, like, and I took a look at how you can get the outfits, and they're not even able to be exchanged for in-game currency. You have to exchange for paid currency to get outfits. So it's not a game for me. It's not a game really I think this community really is looking for. And also the game really catfished a lot of people because people were expecting it to be 3D, and the game just ended up being like this 2D idle simulation game, which is not really what I was looking for. And there was AI being used and just other things that just like, weren't going to allow it to exist with me in the same sphere. And I think that the community ultimately is most likely not going to be playing this one, and either will I. So, Chic Offer was the biggest flop because, unlike Infinity Nikki, Chic Offer is a new game that has like not really done anything well. So, it came out of the gate swinging and it missed every single ball, unfortunately. So, that was Chic Offer, our biggest fashion game flop. Let me know down below in the comments. Would you classify this as a fashion game flop? I know that there was a lot of comments on my most recent videos on Chic Offer. I've been busy. If you've seen my channel, there's been videos every single day coming out, and that might slow down next month. But please remember, everyone, that I am not paid to make any of these fashion game videos. These are like my videos that I like make for like myself and for my community to enjoy together. Like, I don't get paid to make videos on these games. So when I checked out Chic Offer, I was not like getting paid to do that. I just was recommended to check out the game, and I did. And then I showed it on my channel, and people were able to provide me with a lot of the things that were actually going on with the game, which was helpful. So I'm not really like an influencer. Yes, people do watch my channel, and I am so grateful and appreciative, but I'm not trying to influence you to purchase or spend or even play any of these games. I'm just, playing them, and if you want to come along on that journey, I'm so happy to have you, of course. And so, to get off of this kind of more negative note, I want to get into something that was a category that I don't think will be for every month, but I'm definitely going to include it this month, which is my favorite fashion game Throwback, which of course is going to be Style Savvy Trendsetters, which we are currently playing on our channel. If you want to watch the first part of the series, I will link that down below as well in the description. Second part is coming soon. I've had a backlog of other videos that just have to go up before it, but that will be coming soon, so stay tuned. But Style Savvy Trendsetters was kind of just a really welcome break from all the gotcha-ing and all of the trauma that surround gotcha games. I'm glad that we were able to bring it onto our channel, and so many of you really enjoyed those videos, so thank you guys that video. So thank you guys so much for watching that one. If you haven't, I'll link it down below. And for my most played fashion game this month, it was actually Infinity Nikki for a lot of the month, and then towards the end, it quickly switched to Life Makeover. Life Makeover was my most played fashion game of the month, and I just love Life Makeover. It's kind of really grown on me, and I know that not a lot of you guys watch my Life Makeover videos compared to like my other fashion game videos, but I would recommend to go down below in the comments in the description and watch the full playlist of Life Makeover videos. I'm gonna mute this for a second, it's really loud. I really have a lot of fun playing Life Makeover, and I think a lot of you would too. I think I've seen so many issues that people have specifically with um, kind of the dyeing system in Infinity Nikki, and if you check out Life Makeover, like there's a beautiful dyeing system there. Um there's no open world elements, it's mostly like dress up simulation, but it is very satisfying. There are a lot of free event sets that are given out every, 5 to 7 days. I would say that there are kind of like a new cycle of event sets. There are beautiful 6 stars, beautiful 5-star banners that have kind of like a 50-50 system on them, which can be a little challenging. But overall, Life Makeover has really grown on me, and I've had a whole lot of fun with Life Makeover. And like I said, if you guys want to check out Life Makeover, I would highly recommend you guys to do so. It is a whole lot of fun, and you won't regret checking it out. And if you want to play alongside with me, I do have a Life Makeover video playlist down below in the comments. Well, so that was kind of our fashion game favorites for May. Are fashion games on life support? I don't know. I think so, a little bit. But thankfully, we had some sets, some outfits, some features, some old games coming back to kind of, make us feel happier and feel safe again. I'm excited and optimistic that June will hopefully be a better month for fashion games in general. Let me know down below if you enjoyed watching this video and listening along with me, and what was your fashion game favorites, and maybe even what was your biggest fashion game flops. This can be a forum, a conversation place where we can all discuss them. I know I haven't been responding to every single comment on my channel lately. I've been getting such an influx of love and support, which I totally appreciate, but I just have been a little overwhelmed getting back to all of your comments and everything. So if you leave your comment here that wasn't responded to in a previous video, I'm happy to answer it here. As I kind of get through the other comments. Thank you guys again so much for watching and coming back to my channel. This was probably the most fun I've had filming a video in a long time, just because I get to just talk to you guys and have conversations about games, which is something I love to do, and just like have conversations. So let me know if you enjoyed this style of video, and if you did, feel free to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos on fashion games and other games in general. I don't hold myself back from playing whatever games I want on this channel. It's really just a place to share my passion. So feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification, because I do post quite frequently over here on the channel, and I would love for you to catch my next video. So thank you guys so much for watching again, and until next time, bye everybody!